To the Ohio River. There's a look at Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First down, 49ers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Complete to Josh Gordon. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bengals nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark over. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Two times.
Back to throw, Darnold. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting held him without a sack in week 1. But how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Back there. We go, son.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Alpha.
So you at the mic.
Watch the slats. Watch the
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Allen Robinson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the move. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Man, 80.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Going deep here for Stills. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
40. 80. 18. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Trubisky will throw, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Niners 21, Bengals nothing.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Here's Darnold. And Stills over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To Gordon, out left. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Stepping up, he's good. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Now Trubisky to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Alert! Right here, 41 Mike. Ran, tough.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. All day, just like that. Just like that. 38 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. The lady. Mike 38. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 38. Mike 38. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other...
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw on second and 10. Trubisky. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to look deep down and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Matthews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's caught. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now he's going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking that time for Stills.
180. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert, 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 alert.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, 49ers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Brian.